Good morning, gentlemen. It's your host, Dr. Love, and class is in session. With guest, probably gonna be, might as well just say co-host at this point.
Might as well, you did.
Co-host, God King TV. Look at the sun shining down.
See?
Woo!
Lights, camera, action. Leo Rising Game. Leo Rising Game.
Look at, woo! Look at it.
Blessings on blessings.
Come on now. Anyways, class is in session, and today we are going to talk about how the wrong woman can prevent you from moving forward. And of course, this is Sexology 101, so we're taking it from a sexual aspect. Now, God King, of course I know that the wrong women or woman can fuck with a man something serious. Because as I know, sex is not just sex. It's a mutation of energies and a bonding and a draining and all that shit. I know the power that women possess in sucking dry or giving life. We can do both because we're pretty much vampires, really. We're evil vampires. So I need you to tell the fellas, you keep it raw, keep it uncensored, how the wrong woman sexually can break you down or lift you up. And then I need you to tell them how the right woman can lift you up. This is for any pill. I don't care what fucking pill you are. This is dealing with even champagne women. Champagne women and not champagne women.
Yeah.
We're just speaking for
Course
men
light. Course light
women.
women.
Yeah. And shit. I know they out there. They know too. They know.
Right.
And it's no disrespect, but y'all know what it is.
Right.
So let them know this is for all women and all men types. Break
Now
it down.
this shit about to get deep.
Okay.
While you was saying that, I'm saying to myself like, boys, they ready for this? Are they really ready for this?
If you ain't ready, you gonna be ready.
Are they really ready for this? Because this is the thing. Now, because you said give it to them, right? Give it to them. All right, so we're going to give it to them raw.
This is sexuology,
Yeah.
uncensored,
Yeah. So we're
101.
going to give it to them raw. So I'm going to start it off like this. Women are naturally ruled by the moon. They're naturally the earth. They're naturally everything. Everything is feminine, okay? Now, this is the part that's going to start fucking people up.
Okay.
Men, we love women based on the fantasies that we project onto them.
Which is what I do.
You feel me?
Professionally, yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
Now, this is where it's about to get crazy. So, we fuck with women that we feel can either be a fantasy to us or what we would call a fetish, which is nothing but another word for sexual preference that we like or something that turns us on, right?
Yes.
Which means women are naturally Neptune. Neptune is the glamour, which is what the universe is. Glamour in this dimension is what makes everything appeal even more beautiful. So like she said, so imagine this, because I need you guys to understand this. She said we're vampires, right? The women are vampires, right? So imagine in your mind, a woman is a vampire, but they're the most beautiful vampire you'll ever see in your life. And you don't actually mind getting bit by them. You want to get bit by them. But the point is this, at what point do you want to get bit by them to the point where you will lose your own life?
Come on now.
And get the blood drained out you so much that you don't have no life for yourself.
Come on now.
Now, this is where it gets so real when it comes to understanding red pill nature, blue pill, and purple pill. Now, understand this. Women are here for you to enjoy as well, just as much as men are here for women to enjoy. Now, because guess what? They looking at you like a motherfucking mosquito looks at a nice vein. Now, this is the crazy part about it. When you deal with women, you have to understand that they are vampires. But they're the beautiful ones too, right? So Neptune is glamour, which is also a beautiful dream, as well as a nightmare.
Did Beyonce say that?
So you can be dealing with a nightmare or a dream based on what you feel you are able to handle. Because remember, the only difference between medicine and poison is the dosage. Now, that's a conversation a lot of motherfuckers ain't ready to hear. The medicine and poison is based on the dosage of it and how much you consume of it. So now, when we talk about semen retention, we talk about discipline, all these things you need, right? If you don't have a level to gauge your own ability of how much you can take or withstand from something, you're going to be consumed by the thing that you feel can possess you the most, which is the most beautiful woman or woman that has your fantasy, right? Now, when you're dealing with a woman who was your fantasy at a point in time, and then things got toxic because we have what we can utilize called rose-colored lenses.
Yeah.
Rose-colored lenses, Neptune energy. So imagine you're dealing with some glamour, or you're dealing with already you kind of like, okay, I know those are vampires. But now you got rose-colored lenses on where that sexy vampire does everything that you like, do all these other things, and there's still some level of what we would call toxicity, which is nothing but trigger points that you overlook or red flags you overlook that can cause you to now not understand that while you're getting your blood drained, you're like, okay, I'm going to let her keep going. I'm going to let her keep going. I maybe should let her stop now because I'm getting dizzy. Oh, I'm losing blood pressure now, but I'm letting her drain my blood. Maybe I should stop now. But you don't stop. Why? Because she makes it feel good while she's draining your blood. Now, your ability to discern if you should let her stop draining your blood by you saying, hey, I'm good. Or you let her drain your blood and you be like, you just have how you want it. You can take me however you want. Then you can play the victim. But before we get to that, think about this. You got a vampire now. What we just said, you got a vampire right here who's draining your blood. And you're okay with it. Because that's the game we play. We play this game where you take the risk. You don't have to deal with that vampire. That vampire is not saying, hey, I won't mess with you if you don't mess with me. But if you say, no, I want to mess with you. Okay, well, I'll mess with you if you want me to. Because then you do things to feed her more blood. You keep on giving yourself substance that's going to feed her as the byproduct. So when we're talking about you letting women in your life that can drain you and bring you down, that speaks to the point of you not understanding that you may have rose-colored lenses on. You may have opportunities in situations that pop up that gives you ample chances of leaving. She might come up for a break. You might be like, this is a good time to leave because I'm realizing that I'm kind of getting dizzy. I'm kind of getting thrown into the fire.
Yeah, there's always a way out.
Always. But guess what? That way out requires what? Discipline and willpower. That way out requires you knowing that that feel-good feeling that you have is going to be gone for a moment. That drug. It's going to be gone for a while.
It's that.
Yes. It's going to be gone for a while.
Yeah.
Can you fathom that? Can you handle that little bit of time where you're not going to have that? Can you? Most guys can't. Why can't they? Because they are so used to having that drug.
Yeah. On a consistent basis. Consistently. Not even taking a break. Not even getting your nose back to smooth. You know how like when people do drugs like they crack and they got that fucking their nose be all dry and crack. They didn't even give a chance for the nose to heal. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the fucked up part. The fucked up part is because now you become a slave to your own will. You become a slave to where you be like, I want to leave, but I can't leave. Now you make it to the point where you feel like she has to leave before you can even have anything to do. So you become a slave to your own point where you don't know how to get yourself out of that grave. And that's where it gets so real. That's where it gets fucked up at. Why? Because we have the ability to say, hey, I know I like having sex with her. I love these things she does. But you have to get to a point where understanding that when you don't have so much focus on your purpose, it starts to go downhill so much.
And we're not just talking about sexually being drained.
Yes.
That's mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, all the shits that say it leaves, all of them. And the thing is, they know what they're doing, but they will act like they have no idea what's going on with you because women, I know, they like to play a fucking game. Like they don't know that they're taking your fucking soul. They trust me. They know. And don't even get me started on the ones that get pregnant on purpose.
Ooh.
That's a whole nother that's a whole nother topic. But fellas, don't get it twisted that these women out here, oops, I just up and got pregnant. No, they planned it. Sorry. That's for another episode though. But
yeah,
anyways, man.
Moment of silence for the brothers who are, because that shit is so real, and it's hard to bounce back from sometime when you get so deep.
Yes.
Especially if you gradually keep going through this repetitive cycle, it's very hard to kind of dig yourself out. You have to be a resilient man. And the only reason why you will be able to grab yourself by the bootstraps and pull yourself out is when you can remember and focus back on your value. And you can focus back on what type of purpose do I have? Yeah. And if you didn't have a purpose prior to being distracted and kind of being sucked dry, you're going to have a hard time trying to even calibrate your mind to deal with what you just went through. And then finding your purpose. You should have already been on your purpose or had a purpose. And everybody get a chance to go through those fire where they get tested. Can you find yourself out? It's the question. Can you find yourself out? But that starts with you having purpose.
Yeah.
It's always going to start with you having purpose.
Do you feel like a man can honestly find his purpose if he out here fucking everything in sight?
Not at all.
To be honest now.
Not at all.
Why not?
That ain't happening because keep in mind in the beginning, when I said women are glamour, they're Neptune, they're fantasies, and they're here to be experienced. But you have to understand that before you can fully understand how to utilize the position that a woman can help you in life, you have to understand that you have to have your purpose defined first. Because you have to know who you are. Your purpose is going to help you identify who you are. Oh, we got to record, hit it again. But that's the beautiful part of it. This is some game right here. Ooh, this is game. This is some game.
Go ahead.
So your purpose as a man is going to be nestled to your identity. And this is why it's very important to understand the foundations of what a man is. Your foundation of you is going to be based on who am I, right? What am I? And what is my purpose? Yes. And if you can't understand those things right there, then anything that you deal with outside of that can make you or break you. Why? Because you're in a world where distractions, fantasies, and all these carnal or experiences you can have in the physical dimension, you can now think that those experiences are who you are versus what you are here to create. And those experiences are a byproduct of that. That's the hard part. So the hard part is once you can do that, which is define who you are, what's my purpose? And once you can feel like you got a purpose, now on your road to finding your purposes and developing those things that are going to make you feel more solidified, what happens is that you go along the way and you meet tests. Those tests are women. Those distractions are women. But why is that important? Because in that process, you get to determine how dedicated I am to my purpose. Is that really my purpose? Do I really feel like that's my purpose? If it is, okay, I know there's going to be obstacles. Am I that dedicated to my purpose? Am I that dedicated to who I am? And if I say that's who I am, will I let this woman stop me from doing what I'm here to do or defining who I am?
Because she sure will.
And that's what would happen. Oh, you don't have time for me no more. Baby, I was working on this shit before I met you.
Before.
And that's why it's a very important thing to have that purpose and understanding who you are before you start to deal with that.
I just want to interject right here because let me tell you something. If a woman is truly for you, she will understand.
That's believe it.
That you have things to do and you can't be all up under her titties and her ass and fucking a coochie all fucking day, all night, because men have a job that's outside of a woman. A woman has a job outside of a man, but a woman is here to be with a man, yes. But a man has other things that he has to accomplish in this world that's bigger than just being with a woman. Yes, we're here to procreate, but at the same time, it's something bigger than just fucking a woman. And a woman that really is for you, with you, will understand that. And she gonna give you your space. She gonna give you your peace. She's not gonna be like, oh, yeah, I don't see you never. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
No,
she gonna understand. But somebody that's just out to leech on your whole existence is gonna make you feel bad about living your best life and doing what you need to do to be the best man that you need to be. Ain't no real woman that's for you gonna stop you from doing you. And I'm not talking about doing you as in fucking other women. I'm talking about being on your purpose, whatever the hell that is. You might not even know what it is, but somewhere deep inside you knows that you have to do this in order to do this, in order to do this. And if your woman is really for you, she will allow you to do other than, it ain't even know allow, because you don't have to ask a woman for fucking permission to be a man.
Right.
Let's cut that shit out right here.
You on their ass.
We don't. You do not have to. I understand the whole I need to ask my wife to do that. Okay, I get it, because that's a partnership. That's a marriage. But if you are in a relationship and it's just your girlfriend and you ain't on no let's get married type shit, do not fucking ask a woman for permission to do what you need to do. Just fucking do it. She'll find out later.
Ooh, she getting it to y'all. She's serving it up. And that right there, I think that sums it up in a very, 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 very minute but complex and packed and concentrated form of why you don't need to be fucking around with certain type of women and what happens if you do. And then you get the feedback from the woman telling you she don't want you to give her, she don't need your consent to be a man. Be a fucking man.
Just do
Have
it.
purpose.
Yeah. Everything doesn't require consent from a woman. It puts you in a feminine frame. It makes her
she's the authoritarian. You know,
yes,
this is the thing. A woman don't want to be your mama.
No.
That's what it comes down to. She don't want to look at you and feel like she got to be your motherfucking mama.
No, and we don't want you to access. I understand little things, yes. Little things, yes. But every fucking thing, no. Take control over your life and handle it like a man and do whatever you have to do. And then come tell me about it later when you got time.
Gang.
Because I'm on my purpose too. I'm not worried about you.
And that's another story. Ooh.
That's a whole nother.
When she's on her purpose too.
When she's on her purpose too. She's not worried about you. Because honestly, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like in order for you to be the best man and she be the best woman, y'all both have to be two independent people that come together, that make each other stronger.
Yep.
And that does not have to be on a sexual level.
Yep.
You will know when a woman, you will know vibrationally, you will know in your spirit when a woman is not good for you. You fucking know.
Yep.
But you take the chance and have sex with her anyway, and you know why you feel drained. Or even if you don't, if you realize now that after I have sex with these type of women, I just feel like shit, because I know it fucking happens. I got brothers and dudes talk to me too. That's why. They don't have your best interest at heart. They're here to take from you, not uplift you.
That's very real. You said it the best.
Well, until next time. Peace.
Ooh, that's so